Hi, I'm David Dodge. Welcome to Green Energy Futures. We're starting off the year with last year's Lifetime Achievement Award winner of the Canada Green Building Council. This architect has led the industry in innovative green sustainable design for 30-plus years.
Hi, I'm Vivian Manasc. I live here in Edmonton, Canada, and I've been an architect for most of my adult life. I focus on designing and building buildings and communities that are healthy for people and the planet. That translates to buildings that live lightly, that are energy efficient, that are sustainable, that are green, that are healthy, and buildings that really make the world a better place.
For Vivian Manasc, architecture is in her blood.
Well, I grew up in Montreal. My family was originally from Romania. And being an architect was really part of the tradition in our family. My dad's an engineer. I've got uncles and cousins who are engineers and architects. And so architecture was really part of our family tradition.
Manasc Isaac is renowned for building green, sustainable buildings. Vivian says the roots of this interest come from the energy crisis of the 1970s and her work with First Nations.
By the late 80s, early 90s, those two threads had come together. The thread of the first energy crisis and the thread of Indigenous worldviews had come together, and for me they were kind of the weaving of this direction around sustainability.
Manasc recalls creating the City of Calgary Water Centre as an example.
And it was really interesting in that we had essentially a brownfield site in a kind of fairly industrial part of Calgary, and the vision was to make it transit-oriented development, so really created office environment, sort of a delightful, healthy working environment for over 600 City of Calgary employees.
The 2007 building achieved LEED Gold certification and won a pile of awards while reducing energy use and water consumption in a beautiful building. Then, in 2015, Manasc Isaac designed the first net zero commercial building in Alberta.
This was the Mosaic Center, and it's net zero, as you said. It's also the first LEED Platinum building in Edmonton area, and it's a building that was really very innovative at a lot of levels. It's a wood building, wood structure, so that's definitely one of the big emerging trends in sustainable buildings. We've been doing wood buildings for a very long time, but they're definitely now becoming much more popular. It's also a building that has solar panels on the outside of it, so solar cladding. And that was the first building, I think, in Edmonton for sure, that used PV as cladding.
The Net Zero Mosaic Center is solar-powered and geothermal heated and cooled. It also features one of Manasc Isaac's signature sustainability features.
Well, we sometimes call them low-energy vertical circulation devices. And that means stairs. You want to discourage people using elevators. And that, of course, means that they need to use the stairs, which is good for people's health, but it's also good for building community.
Vivian Manasc loves zooming in on the details of sustainable design, but she also loves zooming out and keeping the future of the world in mind at the same time. She won the Canada Green Building Council Career Achievement Award last year. This year's awards are January 30th at Rogers Place in Edmonton. Learn more at greenenergyfutures.ca. For Green Energy Futures, I'm David Dodge.